Good morning and welcome to my word for the day. I'm Lee Watson. I'm a business advisor. I am an entrepreneur. I am an adventurer. I'm a teacher. And I'm working on so many more things to do, like writing, uh, before it's my time to go. So I wish you a wonderful day today. Thank you for being here. I thank all the people who watch this. It's really awesome to see the little thumbs ups and the hearts and all. And I want to thank sponsors and the Virtues Project who produces these cards. This is a deck of 100 good words and thoughts. And I picked one today that I haven't done since, well, it's been over a year. And the word is trustworthiness. I don't know if you can see that. Trustworthiness. Okay, let's dive right in. What is trustworthiness? Well, here we go. Trustworthiness is being worthy of trust. it's being worthy of the trust others place in us specifically. When we give our word, we stand by it. Others can rely on us with confidence. That's so important for others to be able to rely on us with confidence. They know that we're going to do what we say we're going to do. We demonstrate by our actions that we keep our promises and commitments. There is constancy in the way we love and loyalty in the bonds of our friendships. Trustworthiness is the foundation of our business agreements and our personal covenants. When we are worthy of trust, we attract abundance. We create lasting success. Good thoughts. There's a quote on the back of this card, and it goes like this. To be trusted is a greater compliment than to be loved. That was from George MacDonald. And, when I read this first, I thought, is that really true? And I'm thinking, people love us for various reasons. In some cases, they love us because we're blood relatives or we're other relatives or we're great friends or whatever. People love us for certain reasons that don't include our requirement to build trust. We don't really think about building a love relationship, although certainly a romantic relationship needs to be built and all. But I think that becoming trustworthy takes a lot of work. Becoming loved, maybe not so much. So I understand where George was coming from on this quote. To be trusted is a greater compliment than to be loved. I get that now, but yeah, okay. Well, I'll accept that. So what does the practice of trustworthiness look like? I am reliable. My actions match my words. I only make promises I can keep. I am faithful in love and friendship. I treat my agreements as a sacred trust. I attract prosperity by being worthy of trust. And it's not just prosperity, it's all kinds of good things that come with being trusted. And I hope that I am becoming a trustworthy person. I believe in what I do. I love people. I want to do some good in this world while I'm here. It's important to me for whatever reason. I don't know where that came from exactly, but I have developed my life into one of wanting to contribute. I want to hear, well done, good and faithful servant at the end of my life. I want to know that I've done the best I can to help other people. Now, I know there's still improvements that I can make. I mean, lots of improvements. And so I will continue in part by taking these cards here and learning these words and internalizing them and making them part of my everyday life. because it's important. It's, I'm just going to rattle off a few words from the deck here. Let's see: mindfulness, initiative, discernment, diligence, purposefulness, resilience, respect, openness, humanity, courtesy, devotion, compassion, humility, dignity, charity, grace. There's so many good words here. And if we can learn to accept and internalize and know these words and then do these words, we're going to be better people for it. I believe that. I know it's true. So, I'm really thankful for these cards from the Virtues Project, right up there. It's an interesting thing that virtues, which many people I don't want to say misrepresent or misunderstand. It's virtues are often confused with something religious. And while religions do embrace virtues, they are not by their nature religious. They are just good words. They're universal in nature. They're not cultural. They are just good things to learn and practice. And so I hope that you understand it that way. And if not, talk to me. And the best way to do that is to book a call. This is a free call. Go to businessbeyondnumbers.com/contact and pick a time and day that works for you. And I have promised in the past, and I continue to say, that I will do this as long as I can, as long as I have the time and energy to do this. I really enjoy doing it because I like to talk to people about these things or anything else that I have some knowledge of. And so, the deal. I will talk about rocket science and brain surgery if you ask me to, but my depth of knowledge is about that deep. So talk to me about business or life or adventures or anything that I know about. I've been in business my entire adult life. I enjoy small businesses and I want to help people. I really do want to help people. So if you're interested, set up a call and let's talk about it. Yeah. So trustworthiness is the word today. I hope that it's a positive word in your life, like it is in mine. And I mentioned in the description a little bit about the possibility of losing trust by making poor decisions. And that's true. And the bad thing about losing your trustworthiness is you have to go back to go. You do not collect $200 or whatever else. You have to start from zero and build trust again. So maintaining trust means doing what you say you're going to do. And that it's an important thing. We all know people and even ourselves. We know that there have been times when we really meant to do the right thing and we just didn't quite get there. And we may have lost some trust because of it, or maybe we made a bad decision about something. Just it was a lapse of judgment, and we made a decision that was possibly even hurtful to others, and that beats up on our trust. It means that we have to go back to the start and start building trust again, which takes time and energy. And if you do that too many times, you're going to find that each time you lose trustworthiness and you have to build it again, it takes a little longer with the same people if you experience that with a person. eventually you have a reputation that you're just not very trustworthy, even though you're trying. So really be mindful of what it is that you're doing. And speaking of mindfulness, when you see something, when you see a trustworthy person, when you see somebody who's practicing any virtue, anything good, uh, let them know. If there's a way for you to let them know that you noticed that they were working on being trustworthy and they were working on being graceful or kind or empathetic or whatever it is. When people are acknowledged for the good things that they're doing, it it makes it easier for them to do more and to get that feeling of love and hope that comes with somebody acknowledging something that they did well. So think about that. It's part of being mindful of what's going on around you. It's like being mindful of the beauty around us, which comes in the form of nature and people and God and everything around us, all the little things. It's amazing. Even some of the bugs that we see are just amazing. I mean, some of them are kind of nuisances, like mosquitoes, but many of them are just really beautiful and special. I particularly like dragonflies and bumblebees because you hear that bumblebees aren't supposed to be able to fly, yet they do, and it's kind of like how entrepreneurs are. They don't know that they can't fly, and so oftentimes they just do it. And what a wonderful thing to see. People who just get out there and they do things that we didn't expect. And great, give them credit. When you see it, give credit to the people who are doing things that make a difference in the world. I have just a whole bunch of people who do such nice things for me so often. It starts with God for me. And it goes to my wife and my family and all my friends and business associates and all of them who think positive, empowering thoughts that feeds me. And if you're missing that in your life, start the conversation, start thinking about it and talking about it. And before long, good things will start to happen. I just know it. We know that this world is a dark, challenging place. There's so much negative stuff going on, and I don't always understand how people can treat each other so poorly. But you know what? In our little worlds, we have the power to make decisions that brighten other people's days. We can help someone with simply smiling or taking them for a cup of coffee or any little things. That we can do these things and brighten the world around us. And when that happens, other people are empowered to brighten their worlds. And if enough of us do this, the world definitely gets brighter. And I choose to believe that there is a movement in this world towards more peace and love and hope and kindness, even though there's war still going on. War is one of those things that I find very difficult to understand, but it's here. It's part of being human, and we do things that we think are in our best interests, but it's not always the case in the big picture. It's not always sustainable. Well, that's a story for another day. So I've gone well over time. But I appreciate everybody who supports us as the sponsors do, and all the people who show up and or watch the replay and send me the little hearts and thumbs ups and the shares. And I love the comments. Comments help me to think, because sometimes people have comments that I wasn't prepared to see. I didn't think about that yet. So it helps me to be a little bit more open-minded. And that's a good thing. So send the comments. And if you want to talk to me again, just go to businessbeyondnumbers.com/contact and book a call. Happy to talk to you. Okay, with all of that, I wish you a wonderful day and remind you to do something nice for somebody else today. And if you have the resources, some of you do, and I know you practice this, do something really nice for many people. It's such a great thing to do. And uh, yeah, it just really is a great thing to do because it does make this world a better place. So let's be that light in our worlds. Let's be that source of what's it called? The fruits of the spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. These are all things that we can do and we can show, and it makes the world a brighter place. So do those things, and I appreciate every one of you. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.